Stephen A. Smith, shut up. You always trying to start a conversation about LeBron James. Like I've been saying, he didn't went on the Pivot podcast. He didn't went on the what's that 7 p.m. It's the Carmelo Anthony show, and he's back talking about LeBron James. And it don't even make no sense of him talking about LeBron James because they wasn't even really bringing up LeBron James when he was on his show the other day. When he went on the Pivot, and he always goes back to, he's trying to put himself in a position where he's mentioned with LeBron James. LeBron is not going to pay you no attention. He went on the Pat McAfee show and got on you, embarrassed you, talked down on you, and really just a lot of you guys that be talking. He did it perfectly on ESPN. I think that was right before or right after your show. He did it on purpose. Everything he was doing. You always want to talk about LeBron James. And the real issue is Serena Williams' husband came on to First Take. And what he did, Stephen A. Smith had said a few things about Serena Williams because, Kendrick Lamar did a performance at the Super Bowl, and he brought Serena Williams out, and she was crip walking across the stage.
No, they not like us. No, they not like us. What? They not like us. No, they not like us. No, they not like us. Are you my friend?
And I didn't think nothing about it, but everybody was pushing it, pacing that together, saying the reason she was doing that against with Kendrick Lamar was she was getting at Drake because she used to be in a relationship with Drake. I didn't take that as that. I felt like Kendrick Lamar was on a big scene. It was a big look for California as a whole, and I know that's where Serena's from. You know what I'm saying? She was from the ghetto in that area, so I thought he really brought him out for that angle. But everybody else was making it seem like she was trying to get back at Drake. So on Stephen A. on First Take on the show, Stephen A. Smith spoke on like, why would she be doing that? Like, if you're gonna do that to try to get back at your old boyfriend, why did you be with him? You know what I'm saying? Just go be with him. You know what I'm saying? Like how he said it, like take your A over there and just be with him.
No,
that's what he said.
If I'm married and my wife is going to join trolling her ex, go back to his ass. Because clearly you don't belong with me. What you worried about him for and you with me?
I gotta get that lick back.
But,
So Serena Williams' husband came on First Take, and Stephen A. Smith wasn't there. He was in another location, but he was on the screen, and he started asking them like, you gave me some marital advice. Like, Stephen A., have you ever been married? And man, he started tucking tail. He started stuttering. He started doing all these things. You know what I'm saying? That he acts like he's this fake tough guy. I'm gonna stand on this. I'm gonna stand on this. And then the Serena Williams, he's a white guy, a white husband. He ended up getting at him, and he started.
Stephen A. Smith, I think you had some marriage advice for me. Is that right? Or
well, you know what? Listen, I didn't. People, headlines are headlines. We can get into that another time. But I
was hoping you were going to be here.
I'm not. Oh no, I am not qualified. Married? Right. Oh no, not me.
Tuck and tail, and then he's gonna go on his show later and said if he wished he was there. If he would have been in there, it wouldn't have went down like that. The same thing he said with LeBron James. He says LeBron hides. He talks behind people's back and all that. LeBron seen him at the game, walked up on him, charged him up. He didn't say nothing. He always want to talk about what he did, what he would do later. If LeBron would have did something to me, I would have did this, I would have did that. And you know what I'm saying? LeBron came at you like a man. Like you always say, you know I am. Come approach me, come say something. He walked right up in your face, got at you, put you on the spotlight, and it showed people that you really just be talking. You know what I'm saying? But the energy you have toward a lot of, like you was I forgot the woman's name. She's a Democrat, but the smoke he be having toward, they were saying like black people, he don't have the same smoke when he's presented, you know what I'm saying, with another race or somebody that's on another stature. Like when Jerry Jones is my friend, when all this stuff happened when they segregated schools, and they had a picture of Jerry Jones in the background looking like he was at the rally, and you know how that was really going at that time, and he took up for him. You got Dana White in the UFC when they caught him on camera slapping his wife. He took up for him. Like he has a history of doing stuff like this, and then he went on a Pivot podcast, and I think he would have been. I thought he would have been talking about other things that's going on with him. You know, I forgot the guy, man. I can't. I'm just getting out of work, man. I'm really just clouded. But y'all know, you know the safety that used to play for the Pittsburgh. Well, anyway, he's running the Pivot. I can't think of his name right now, but anyway, he went on there and he took another chance at trying to take a shot at LeBron James again. You know what I'm saying? And he constantly's like, he don't like me. He don't like me. And then he give him a backhanded comment. He'll say something like, I always give him his props. I say he's the second best greatest basketball player of all time.
LeBron and you had the conversation courtside. You've been very honest about that interaction, and you said, okay, we don't like each other.
Right.
How do you feel you handled that situation overall? Are you proud of how that went?
I wouldn't use the word proud. I would tell you that I don't regret anything that I did in terms of handling the situation. I don't regret it now. And I would tell you my feelings haven't changed. I don't like him at all. He doesn't like me at all. I don't like talking about him because I think people think that I'm looking to talk about him. Like LeBron's inside of Stephen A. said, if you don't ask me about him, I won't talk about him. You see what I'm saying? I got a job to do, and he will never interfere with my job. I'm going to be professional. This man is in my mind, the second greatest player to have ever played the game of basketball. He's a great ambassador for the game of basketball. He's an incredible role model. What he has done with himself, what he has done with his crew, is beyond admirable, and he will always warrant the utmost respect. But everybody hasn't had the relationship that I've had. I'm in the media. I'm a commentator and pundit. I know the things that you've done behind the scenes. I know the things that you've said behind my back. I know what you've tried to do to derail me from being in the position that I'm in today. I know that if it were up to you, I'd have been stopped years ago. So it goes far deeper than I'll ever get into publicly. Knowing that, I still went on the air and was fair. And to me, you know, the way he handled the situation, coming up to me, courtside, all right, fine, you're emotional, whatever. I don't know who's getting on you at home, and you might have felt compelled to do it. All right, fine. You reach this, on Saturday night in Boston. After that happens, you talking to RJ, Richard Jefferson, our colleague at ESPN. Good brother, your former teammate. Whispering in his ear, he said something about me as a father. I couldn't take that. But when that man went on Pat McAfee show, just to insult me, that was the final straw. To come on ESPN, just to insult me with a show that comes on after me, we know what you were doing. So my attitude is, fine, fuck it. This is how you want to do it? We good. Now we're in my lane. Because make no mistake, it's my lane. And you want to play that game with me, we fine. But the world needs to just understand, I'm going to be professional. But in the same breath, there's nothing wrong with telling the truth. I don't like his ass. And he don't like me.
Like, it's like a backhanded comment. Like, it's like, say for instance, if your girlfriend tell you second greatest love of all time. Like, that ain't no good compliment. That's a backhand compliment. You know what I'm saying? You saying that, and you saying that so many words, in my mind, you'll never be over Jordan. And how you ever really gonna give LeBron James his fair due when you telling everybody that you don't even like the guy? Oh, he don't like me, and I don't like him. I ain't never heard LeBron James say he don't like you. He went on a Pat McAfee show and got at you, joked on you a little bit, got at Wendy too. He was just joking. He got up under your skin and you couldn't take it. One thing I noticed about a lot of people like Skip Bayless, a lot of them guys, they can talk about people, say what they want to say, but then when the smoke come toward them, all of a sudden they cannot take the smoke. And when LeBron got at him and joked on him, you know, he go on his show mad, and like he never let that down. So when I seen on this other show him talking to Carmelo Anthony, he never say what LeBron said about him. He just say, oh, he was doing this behind the scene. Man, that's all cap. I don't think LeBron is really wasting no energy worrying about a Stephen A. Smith. I don't think that's happening. I just think LeBron James have never gave him he haven't been able to get close to LeBron like he does everybody else. Like the relationship he had with Al Iverson, the relationship he had with Michael Jordan. LeBron James ain't too keen with Stephen A. Smith, and I think he takes that personal that LeBron James don't. I bet if LeBron James at this moment start being more friendly with Stephen A. Smith, going on his show, doing interviews, I bet that stance he has with LeBron and Jordan would change a little bit. he's basically being biased, which ain't nothing wrong with it because we all have a certain level of bias when we like our player. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong with that, but I just feel like Stephen A. Smith is going to say what he got to say. Like he said that the one time, he's doing what he can to make his boss the most. Every day he get up, he's trying to make his boss the most money he can make. You know what I'm saying? And we know what kind of guy he is. We didn't see too many incidents where, you know, I started watching First Take. Like I say, I started watching First Take because of Stephen A. Smith. I used to like how he stood on business and how he would talk. But over the years, how he was standing on the Colin Kaepernick thing. It's a certain instance I do not like. How he took up for Dana White. How he took up for Jerry Jones. How he constantly keep doing that. But then LeBron James, he'll go at. This person, he'll go at. It's like he got a vendetta against LeBron. And I think he's trying to put himself or fit himself into the LeBron aura. Like, oh, this was his nemesis. Like Skip Bayless tried to do. Skip Bayless get all the way ignored, but Stephen A. Smith want that smoke, and he just want to be in the same. When people mention him, like Muhammad Ali and what's the guy? He used to go back and forth. He was like the Howard Cosell, you know what I'm saying? He want that kind of relationship, and LeBron ain't having it. LeBron went on Pat McAfee show and clowned on him, and he still haven't got over that. And I don't think it mattered that LeBron James or you like LeBron James. What's the reason you don't get along with LeBron James? That what I be really wanting to know. Like what problem you really have with a LeBron James? I don't really think you got a problem. I just think you're a hater, you know what I'm saying? And you wanted to be a basketball player. You didn't end up making it. You got this story about you crack your kneecaps, and they brought up something where you average 1 point. I don't even know how you can average 1 point unless you hit a free throw and then never score again in your whole basketball career. But that was crazy, you know what I'm saying? But tell me how y'all feel about that. Stephen A. Smith went on a show, and two separate broadcasters. LeBron ain't said nothing about this guy for the longest. And he act like, oh, since y'all asking me this question, I'm finna answer it. Nah, homie, you want that question. You want to say something to LeBron because LeBron ain't said nothing since he went on Pat McAfee. And if you say something about his son, and you say, y'all see me out in the street, come holler at me. He came and hollered at you. What you do? Tuck tail. Oh, dude, you said something about Serena Williams. He came on the show looking for you. What you do? Start stuttering. Tuck tail. And then afterwards, you want to go in your interview and say what you would have did. Nobody want to hear that, man. You going to do that, a man going to stand on business there. You know what I'm saying? You already getting the money. What you worry about? I don't want to lose my job. I'm going to be professional. They not being professional with you, man. But you going to tuck your tail, man. Tell me how y'all feel about LeBron James always bringing up. Stephen A. Smith always bringing up LeBron James. Tell me how y'all feel about that, man. He want to put himself in the same stratosphere. He ain't that type of guy. But, man, like, comment, subscribe on my video. I'm out.
For 3 days, niggas just like the most.